Okay. Sorry for taking a little hiatus, but I've been watching more TGL series and then rewatching TGL series so I can give you a part two. I want to make a little disclaimer first. I want to go back to the previous video that I made because I have grown. Since then, I have changed my perspective on things and I would like to change my top 3 ranking. So if you have not watched my previous video, my top 3 rankings were Pluto. It's still the same. It's still the same, baby. I don't think it's ever gonna change. Then I had The Secret of Us, and then I had Us. I now would like to change my statement and actually put Us as number 2, and then The Secret of Us as number 3. For that selection of GL series in that video, okay? Because with the new ones, obviously my list is gonna be different, but for that previous video, I'm putting Us as number 2 because I I have become so obsessed with that show. I rewatched Us and a number of times I do not actually want to admit out loud. So yeah, I'm going to put Us above The Secret of Us. Still love The Secret of Us. It's amazing. Alright. So to start this video off, I will say that I'm making this video the same day that the last episode of Denied Love came out. That is what actually hyped me up to make this video because I just finished it and I was like, yeah, I need to talk about it. So here is a list of the series that I'm going to be talking about today. I'm going to go in the order that I watched them and I'm going to give my rating. In my last video, I kind of gave a logline of every show. Like, I made up the logline of what I thought the logline would be. I'm not going to do that because I feel like I sound kind of stupid.
2 seconds later.
Maybe I am going to make up my own logline. Wait, maybe I am going to make up my own logline. Okay, without any spoilers. Mate is about a wealthy and intelligent woman who ends up meeting up with a childhood friend who once gave her life, and they end up living together. And there's other things that happen in that. Those spoilers, I will say one spoiler I will give away because I kind of wish I knew before I started watching it. There is a sexual assault storyline in the show that I wish we talked about before watching the show, but that is okay. But I'm going to give that warning out. Okay, so my opinion on Mate. So I gave Mate a 5 out of 10. I saw this tweet about Mate, and it said you either are gonna really love Mate or really hate it, and there's no in between. And I have to actually oppose that because I have such a love-hate relationship for this. That's why I had to put it directly in the middle, because when I first started it, I liked it. Middle, hated it. But I was like, I have to finish it. And then the last 2 to 3 episodes, they kind of jump time, and that is when I thought it got really good. That's when I was really interested in it. But it's the last 2 or 3 episodes.
No. Well,
I'm gonna read the note I put because I always write a note right after I read it, whatever's on my mind at that time. So I put "ha" in capital letters. Okay. It only got good the last 3 episodes. Honestly, Grace carried the show on her back. That is true to me. That is absolutely true to me. I'm not just saying that because I'm really interested in tall, beautiful, black-haired women who are mean. It's definitely not that.
Zeus himself, strike me down if I'm lying.
She carried the show on her back. Her character is complex, and a lot of people hated her character. Completely understand, but her character is so complex. I love the way she portrayed that character. But there's a lot of stuff that happened in the show I could not stand. There was a lot that happened that I was just this is really just pissing me off. I don't know if I'm allowed to say pissing on YouTube, but I hope so. But yeah, dog, I don't know, man. That show, it's somewhere in the middle for me. I have not rewatched it, but just from the first time I watched it, I had such a love-hate relationship for it because there were so many things I did not like about the show, but I thought it got so amazing at the end. And the plot and the storyline got so good when it jumped time to the future. That I was like, oh, I like this, but I understand that you needed like the backstory, so we needed all the, but it was, I don't know, there was so much going on. They were both toxic as I know I can't say that. Wait.
See, and then I can't even say the F word. Like, you can't, like, what is this world that we live in?
They were both toxic, super toxic for each other. So, which is crazy because like, we're not gonna get into it. Okay, so I gave Mate a 5 out of 10. I think it's really up to you if you go and watch it, if you like it or not. All right, so number 2 on my list, which a lot of people commented on my first YouTube video to go watch. I will say, I will give a disclaimer, I had watched this when it first came out, because of how popular it was when it first came out, and for people who don't know anything about TaiGL's series, this was not the first TaiGL series to come out, but it was one of the first, and it was one of the most popular TaiGL series to come out that I think kind of segued into them becoming like as big as they are now, which is Gap the series. So I will say I did watch this, but I did a rewatch because I honestly did not remember anything of it. That's why it wasn't in my first YouTube video, because I watched it back when it first came out, which was in 2022, 2023, something like that. I did not remember a lot of it, so I did a full rewatch of it, but I do know the hype of Free and Becky. I do know the hype of Gap the series, so yeah, I put it back on my list. So I gave Gap the series 8.5 out of 10. It is an amazing series, it is one of the OGs, but I do think there are better ones out there now that we have, now that they have become a big thing. So basically, Gap is about this girl who she gets to meet her idol, and then she gets to work for her. So when they meet at the office, she's kind of surprised that her idol is like this very mean person, and she's very cold to her. But they're very different in class and in age. That's what it says on IMDb. I'm not saying that by myself. So they are very different in class and age, with a gap of 8 years between them. This is your typical like rich mean CEO to like innocent and cute employee story. So it's very good. It's very good, I will say. There are a lot of things that like it's just a class. It's an OG. I will say that like once I rewatched it, now I realize there are a lot of things in it that are like very cringe, but I don't know, there's just something about it. It's always good. If you get past like the cringy parts, the storyline is good. There's a lot of like, oh my gosh, if you watched it, I'm telepathically telling you this one scene that gets me every single time. So yeah, it's 8.5 out of 10. It's just a classic. It's good. It's like one of those just good romance TaiGLs. You get the mean to innocent storyline. There's nothing, you can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong with it. Alright. So next on my list, this one's gonna be controversial. I will say. A lot of my recommendations I get from TikTok. Like when people, like I am on that side of TikTok and I'll read the comments and people will be like, oh my god, this one's trash or this one, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna watch that because a lot of people don't like that one. This is one of the ones that a lot of people hated on, and then I was like, I'm gonna start it and I'm gonna see. I love it. I don't care. And that is Love Senior. There's a lot of hate on it. Let me find a longer line. Let me stop making it my own line. Let me stop making it my own long lines, bro. Because I feel like I just be saying stuff and then like, girl, what are you talking about? So yeah, so there is a second-year electrical engineering student who is the head hazer of her branch, and so a part of the initiation is that the freshmen have to get the signatures of everybody or the signature of the top senior So this like cute little tomboy girl who I'm obsessed with tries to get the top senior's signature and so they fall in love. Can't go wrong with that. I'm obsessed with this show. So love senior. Get behind me, girl. Get behind me. I will protect you from all the hate. I love them. I think they're so cute together. And honestly, if now to stop drinking, she's one of the greenest flags. Like, anytime she doesn't have a drink in her hand, she is a green flag.
Stop it. Get some help.
And if you watch the Love Senior special episodes, you will see that, like, top notch. Like, those are, I think, the special episodes are top tier compared to the actual series. Like, I know you need to watch this show to understand the special. Do you? Do you? I don't know. But the special episodes, I love them. They're so good. Yeah, anyway, I gave Love Senior 7.9 out of 10. I think it's good. I don't understand why it has the hate that it has. I do, but I don't. I do, but I don't. Yeah. The next on my list is Unlock My Love. I gave Unlock My Love 3 out of 10. I need to find the logline for that show because this is one I actually do need to find the logline for because I actually do not remember anything about the show. I just know I hated it. Oh, sorry. Rephrase. Next on my list is Unlock Your Love. 3 out of 10. So sorry, I couldn't even remember the name. That's how bad it was. Alright, I'm going to read this logline for you because I could not remember what the show is about. The pain and disappointment of love drives Rain and Love into each other's orbits. With the assistance of Dean and Pat, Love and Rain are able to get over the barrier erected was a crazy word, by Rain's painful past. Yeah. So I gave Unlock Your Love a 3 out of 10. I can't fully tell you if I even finished the show. I don't remember anything about this show. I just remember I didn't like it. And I'm just gonna read what I said. After I finished it, I said, baby, I'm not unlocking anything for you. I was fighting trying to get through this. Yeah, so next on my list is Reverse With Me. Now, if you remember anything from my first YouTube video, I had Reverse For You on there. So there is a trilogy, boom, boom, boom. Reverse For You, Reverse With Me, Stuck With Me. Yes, we're still waiting on Stuck With Me. I'm very excited for this one. So reverse.
No way! No, I gotta take this off because my brain.
So Reverse For You, that couple has children, 2 daughters. Reverse With Me is the story of the oldest daughter and her relationship, and then Stuck With Me is the relationship of the youngest daughter and their relationship. So Reverse With Me, loved it. And I will say that I very much, when I finished it, I was trying to compare like which one I liked more. I even watched Reverse For You again just to see which one I liked more between Reverse For You and Reverse With Me, and I came to the idea I cannot compare them. So I gave Reverse With Me an 8.9 out of 10. It's amazing. Very different from Reverse For You. Like I said, it has way more action. Reverse With Me, the daughter can go back in time, but then she loses time, her own time. Like, she loses time of her life. So basically, when she's young, she has this dream and she knows who her future wife is going to be. But she sees that her future wife is going to die on their wedding day. So then when she meets her future wife, she keeps like trying to get her out of danger so that doesn't happen, but then she loses her own time of her life. And yeah, that was a lot. That seemed like a lot. Did I say a lot? A lot of CGI, but it's like good CGI. It's not the bad CGI, like it's that good CGI. So but that also makes sense of why they didn't have a lot of episodes. Like, it was one of those shows where like a lot of stuff was crunched in all at once that it kind of felt overwhelming at times, but like it got you the story. This is knight in shining armor type storyline. Like, this is like, I will die for you, I will do all these things for you. I will reverse time and take time off my life for you. Crazy. Would you do that? Would I do that? So next on my list is Petrichor. This was also something that was recommended to me a lot for my last YouTube video. And I give this show an 8 out of 10. Thank you guys so much for recommending it to me. I think what I learned from like watching all these TGL series is that what I really like, even though like I love like the cutesy romance of the shows, but I love like also a good story. Like there needs to be like some action in it. So basically, this show is about a like rookie detective and a forensics doctor who are working on the same case of trying to find like this serial killer. Yeah, and then they fall in love. But there's a lot going on in the show, right? Because it's surrounded by a serial killer. So the show's so good. A lot of action in the show. It's just, I love these types of shows. This is also like one of the reasons like I'm really excited for like shows like Cranium to come out. Like those types of shows where like there's so much happening around you two, and you guys are also falling in love and dealing with that while also dealing with like a serial killer. So it's a great show. It's a great show. It reminds me a lot of like a Criminal Minds episode. So like if you're into like those kinds of shows, I say watch the show. Very good. Next on my list, The Loyal Pin. Okay, here's the logline from IMDb. The story of the prim and proper Lady Pin and the naughty but charmingly lovely Princess Anil. The two are brought together by fate and since grown up together. That is the logline from IMDb. This is one of the shows everybody was talking about. This is another Free and Becky. And everybody was talking about it. And I will say that it took me 3 tries to watch this actual show, because I could not get past the first episode, because I'm not the type of person who really likes those types of like old-timey princess storylines, like that makes sense, like those period piece like princesses and like fantasy stuff. It's just not for me. It's not for me. And so I could never get past the very first episode, and I kept trying to watch the first episode because I kept seeing the hype of being like, everybody being like, I love The Loyal Pin, and I'm like, oh, I guess I'm gonna try and watch it. Nope, I couldn't get past the first episode. So then, on like my 3rd try, I was like, Alicia, just sit down and finish the first episode. If you cannot get past like the 2nd episode, then well, let's call it quits. Princess Anil is the definition of down bad. Like down bad from the start. They grew up together. Since like childhood, had a crush on this girl, literally like moves away. I'm giving a little bit of spoilers, but like not too much. Literally moves away, comes back, still down bad, she rocking with Pin. She rocking with Pin. Okay, like from the get-go, was not doing anything but like trying to get Pin. Like she is the definition of down bad. Like she deserves an award for being the downest baddest, the down baddest. That you had. Okay. There's so many hurdles also in this show. Like the show is not just about like them falling in love with each other. There's so many hurdles in this show that like I was like, guys, what do we do? Like it will have you on the edge of your seat. Like you were just rooting for them from the start. Because their chemistry is amazing. Their love for each other, amazing. Everything about the show, amazing. Go watch Loyal Pin. Did I give my rating? I don't know, 8.8 out of 10. That's what I give this show. 8.8. Because there is one scene which, if you watch the show, you know, and I'm telepathically telling you, it's at the end, where you're just like, why did we do that? So the next one on my list is The Marvelous Dream Is You. I give this show a 5 out of 10. I don't actually know I gave it 5 out of 10. The first line I wrote in my notes said, "Don't piss me off."
Okay. Whatever that means.
This show pissed me off. I cannot tell you. I got to look up the logline for this. I actually cannot tell you what this is about. But the thing is that I love Fei Mei. I love like the actresses. I love them together, and I'm very excited for their new show to come out because I feel like this show just wasn't it. Like, but I just feel like it wasn't it wasn't their fault. Like, this show just wasn't it. So the logline is a girl who falls in love with a girl, sees her in her dreams. She then meets her in real life. Yes. So basically, these two have dreams about each other, and about falling in love, whatever. They meet in high school. They become friends. They secretly like each other. Then one of them becomes like this mean actress, and the other is like her stylist. And then things happen, blah blah blah. This is also one of those shows where you're waiting forever for them to actually get together, just for like a simple like acknowledgement that they like each other. Like, it's one of those shows. I'm like, God, I can't be here forever. Like, come on. I I said everything about this show pissed me off so bad before the kiss that I didn't even care anymore. So that's all I gotta say about that. Next on my list is I'm Your Moon.
I do not want to comment.
Why? Why?
I give this I give this show a 3 out of 10. Dog, I cannot explain to you how much that show made me so mad. Everything about this show, first of all, the show's confusing. Like, apparently there's like these two princesses and they wanted to be together, and then they couldn't be together, and then they die, and then like now they're granddaughters or great-great-granddaughters or somewhere between there. They've been like dog, please don't ask me. I don't really know. Okay, I really don't know. I put Not For Me. Prey was an absolute she's an adorable green flag. She's amazing in the show. She's just cute and lovable, and she's just this little tiny baby girl. I said that the one thing I did like was her sister's relationship. Like, her relationship with her girlfriend, love that. Honestly, the show should have been about them. I'm not even gonna hold you. The show should have been about them. That's it. I can't even explain I'm Your Moon. Please don't ask me. I don't know. I have literally no idea. And next on my list, because today was the final episode, so I need to add to my list, Denied Love. Denied Love. So Denied Love was actually the first novel I read before the show came out. When I found out the show was coming out, I got super excited. I watched the trailer. I was super excited about it. And then so many people were talking about the novel that I was like, okay, let me actually read the novel. I've never read any Tai Jiao series novels. I love the show better than the book. I think Ren's character, she's more expressive, obviously, in the show. Like, you can see her emotions in the show, but I think she's more mean in the book. And you could watch her fall in love. I think the actresses that they got for Kim and Ren, spot on. I enjoyed June. I love them so much. So Denied Love is about this woman named Ren, and she is in a long-term relationship. They end up breaking up. She's heartbroken. She doesn't believe in love anymore. She hates love. Her dad ends up making her proposal, which is basically she needs to marry his best friend's daughter for 2 years. And if she stays like married to this woman for 2 years, then he will make her like the CEO of his business. Basically as like a promise to his best friend, because he ends up dying. And so he makes like this promise, like, I'll take care of your daughter. So that is basically it. But like his like deep down reasoning is because he knows that like his daughter is like in a bad place with love, and he knows that like his best friend's daughter has been secretly in love with Ren, and so he's like, oh, like, she gonna make you fall for her, and then like blah blah blah, and then you're gonna stop thinking about your stupid ex. So like it's all like this thing. It is such a good story. I will say that it's very sexual, very.
You're nasty.
Very. So yeah, you have to kind of be into that type of story, because I know there's a lot of like differences of taijos. Like there's taijio series where like they barely kissing, like they kiss in the last episode, and there's like ones like this one where it's like they're doing it every episode and you're like, oh. But the story is amazing. The relationship between them, amazing. They're also like supposed to be in real life, the actors aren't, but in the story they're supposed to be like very different. There's a difference in age. So like the daughter Ren, she's supposed to be like this older, more mature, she's more like polished and professional, and then like the girl she's marrying is like a little puppy. She's just like this girl has a lot of energy, and she's just kind of running around doing things. So the portrayal of it is amazing, because like in real life, like I said, they're not different in age, but like when you watch the show, you can definitely like you get that vibe. Oh, I don't think I gave you my my thing. Didn't I love 8.9 out of 10? 8.9. I love the show. Didn't I love 8.9 out of 10? Okay, please watch the show. If you're into that kind of stuff, please watch the show. It's so good. The action's so good. The story's so good. So I'm currently watching Whale Store. I'm currently watching Only You. Harmony Secret's coming out this week, which I read. So I'm very excited about that. I'm currently at this moment reading Roller Coaster, because that comes out August, I think. And then after that, I'm gonna be reading Clarabelle. I think that comes out in November. I'm very excited about that.
Stein goes away, I go away. So he's not leaving because I know they can't let me leave.
Yeah, so those are my current updates on my taijio series. I hope to make more of these videos, or at least I'm going to make videos kind of directing more towards one thing, because I think I'm going to do a review on Flat Girls. If you have not watched that, I keep hitting this, I'm sorry. I'm going to do a review on Flat Girls. If you have not watched that, that is a movie with Earn Fairy in it. I'm so excited to make this review, because Flat Girls is the first movie on my list this year that I have given a 10 out of 10. I cannot tell you enough how much I love this movie, so I cannot wait to do a review on it. So that is my current list. I hope you enjoy, and I hope you go and watch these shows so we can talk about them, because I want to talk about them. So